Hi, Jenni here. So in this video I will be sharing how I've been doing recently and also will share how this book kind of changed my life. If you just want to hear my review of Hwang Bo-reum's book Welcome to the Hyunam-dong bookshop, jump to this timestamp. But if you want to hear more about what's been going on with me personally, feel free to stay and listen. I honestly don't even know what's the topic of this video other than the book review, but yes, essentially personal updates. I am unemployed, so the tenured teacher that I was substituting for from last year's February returned to work, which then made me unemployed. I really loved teaching at that school, and I thought my students were brilliant, and the workspace and the people I worked with were very wonderful. So because I had this long period of working, the longest I've ever had, I feel very weird being unemployed. Last time I was unemployed was after graduation in 2022, and I did not handle that very well. I don't want to share details, that's between me and my therapist. But yeah, my goal for now has been to make sure that I don't spiral to those emotions and feelings again. So what I've been doing to make sure of that, well, I'm trying to keep busy, to come up with something to do every day. Thankfully, I am in a very privileged position where I can manage financially being unemployed for a while. I know that is not a case for many people, especially in my country, Finland, right now. So I'm really thankful that I can manage financially for now, for a little bit. So what I've been doing, well, the first day that I was unemployed, I watched Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, because essentially Donna Sheridan also graduates from university and is unemployed. Essentially, basically, so I watched it to cheer me up. Of course, Mamma Mia is one of my comfort musicals and movies. I've been reading a lot. I'm currently reading The Parisian by Isabella Hammett. It's over 500 pages, so that's been my focus right now, trying to finish that book. It's been great so far. Also, filming videos has been really helpful to me because it feels like I'm being productive, even though I'm not like at a workplace, but I'm like productive hobby-wise. So you may see more videos from me for a bit. I'm not promising anything, but filming videos has helped me a lot to get through this time. In March, I hurt my back really bad because I had to sit down a lot to check exams, written assignments, and so on and so forth. So that required a lot of sitting. So my back really hurt. So yes, this is kind of what I'm trying to do now, as I am unemployed and I am searching for work, but also trying to accept the fact that, maybe I don't find one right away, and that's okay. And part of this trying to feel okay about being unemployed was this book, Welcome to the Hyunam-dong bookshop by Hwang Bo-reum, translated by Shanna Tan. I read this few weeks before I became unemployed, and I think that was a really great decision because it kind of transitioned me into kind of having that mindset of like, okay, I'm gonna be okay, everything will be fine. Basically, the starting point of the book is Young-ju, who has opened up her own bookshop after leaving her corporate job and her husband. So she decided that she must start her own bookshop now at this stage of life. And one of the first people she hires at the bookshop is Minjun, who works there as the barista. So it's a cafe bookshop combo. And Minjun is someone who went to university, had good grades, studied hard, and then when it came to finding a job, he couldn't find anything. So he applied for jobs for 2 years, never got further, maybe a couple interviews here and there. But yeah, he couldn't find anything, and then he started doing part-time work, and now at this point he's become a barista. There are a bunch of other incredibly interesting characters in the book who all have some kind of experience or perspective on when it comes to fulfilling society's expectation, when it comes to work, studying, getting married, and so on. Each of them brought a very valuable perspective to our work life culture, how its work has become so like the main parts of our lives. I know in South Korea, work hours are insane, so it's specifically more about Korean society, but I think it applied to society everywhere. They talk about books a lot in this book, which as a book lover, of course, I love that. But a lot of it was, characters discussing how they feel about work, how they feel as members of society trying to fill in these boxes, and what happens when you cannot fill the boxes. There is this one character whose name I cannot remember, and I feel really bad that I don't. But basically she had a job and she kind of realized that she was very angry there, very angry. So when it came to like almost the boiling point, she realized that she has to quit. So now she's trying to find a way to not be angry anymore. And I thought that was a very interesting perspective as well, to kind of take the matters into your own hands and like recognizing like this is not working, I need to come up with something else. I especially related to Minju's character because when I graduated in 2022 and started applying for jobs, I got rejections on rejections on rejections. I probably like 20-30 rejections. Like getting those emails, it fucking hurts so bad because you've gotten this degree, you've studied so hard, you've done a little bit of part-time work, and then you're not good enough for anyone. Like, I could really relate to how he was feeling in that moment and how then he decided to find part-time jobs instead. And I really love how passionate he becomes about coffee as a barista in this book. That it really shows that while it wasn't the job he imagined to have while in school, he still like sees value in it and appreciates it. I think the writing was very fitting for this type of book. It's very straightforward. It's very like this happened and then this happened, but in a very comforting way as well. Like you really feel like you're talking about people just living their lives. And yes, this book really felt like a warm hug, and it helped me like knowing that I was gonna become unemployed in a few weeks after I read this. It felt like, okay, I'm not alone when it comes to feeling like I'm not enough because of when it comes to work, but also all of those complex thoughts about work, how much it takes over our lives. Like I could relate to that as well. And yeah, this is a potential favorite book of mine. I haven't decided yet, but I really enjoyed this reading experience. I felt very engaged with the stories. I felt the characters were relatable, but also that they taught me something new. And yes, I highly recommend this book. Okay, so that's where I'm at in life right now. Unemployed, trying to find something, but also trying to accept that this is now the points in life that I'm at, and just how much this book really helped me to stay calm and accept what I can't change and instead get my hands onto something what I can impact. So yes, as I mentioned, I will try to make more videos during this time. I'm not promising anything, but yes, I feel very motivated to make videos at this point. I hope you're all doing well wherever you're in life at. I wish you all the best. I hope you enjoyed this short little video, and I hope I see you in the next one. Bye! And of course I cut my hair. Classic Jenni is going through something. Move.